Hey gang, what's up? OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi guy here for another edition of the Mikey Show. I'm back to making you guys a video, and this may be a rant. This may upset people. It probably will. And you know what? Guess what? Guess who doesn't care? This guy. I'm not going to be, I'm just giving you my opinion. So let me start by giving a few disclaimers, okay? For any of you that are a little light in the panties, I can give you a disclaimer first to absolve myself. The first off is anything you do in Hi-Fi, look, if you're happy with it, that's what it's all about, okay? So it doesn't matter what you buy, if you like Chinese stuff, if you whatever. If that's what makes you happy, sweet, all the power to you, okay? I am on here to give you my opinion, okay? And this video is simply my opinion, all right? And you can take it for whatever it's worth. If you don't like it, then forget about it. If you do like it, then cool. But I owe it to you guys to give you a different view than the rest of the industry, because the rest of the industry, they play they play, I don't know if I want to say play by the rules, but there's certain behavior that you do, you don't speak bad, or everything's great, everything you try is the best thing you've ever heard. Oh, this new speaker is the best thing. Oh, and people are just constantly, look, I'm the realist, okay? I'm going to give you guys my opinion, and you're going to hear it from the heart, okay? So take it or leave it. It's coming, all right? Here is my video today. My video is about pro audio dudes coming into Hi-Fi and thinking that they know Hi-Fi when they only know pro audio, which could not be more freaking different than Hi-Fi, okay? And why do I say that? There's completely different goals. It's completely different thing, okay? So let me give you some examples. First example is the front of house guy, okay? This means the guy who's running the big freaking rig at the concert, okay? Could not be more different than what we do at home. And most concerts sound like ass anyways. Come on, let's get real, okay? You have to adjust for temperature, for the crowd, for the reverb, for the space, for all this shit that goes on there, and you use all sorts of crap to manipulate the sound, to try and get it to sound as good as you can for every seat in the house. Good freaking luck, okay? And if you sat out there at the board and you were doing that shit, look, cool, all the power to you. You guys are cool, but it doesn't mean you know shit about what goes on inside a Hi-Fi room in people's homes, okay? Second of all is the guy that worked in the recording studio. I worked in a recording studio. I worked doing mastering. Well, look, dude, unless you've been Grammy Award nominated or Grammy Award winning, you're not shit. You're just another joker with fucking Fruit Loops and some goddamn little computer shit mixing music in your damn room. Okay, I'll even go one step a little deeper, okay? You know, as audiophiles, when we sit here and we listen and we talk about the crappy recordings or the crappy mixing or whatever, the crappy mastering, guess who that is? The pro audio guys fucking it up, okay? Because they don't have the skills. The guys that have the skills are the ones that are award nominated or award winning. Otherwise, you're just a bitch in a freaking recording studio. There's a fucking million of you guys, okay? So you're not special. So when you come to Hi-Fi and you try and act like you're holier than thou or like you're some shit because you've worked in a recording studio, fuck you. You haven't done shit unless you're Grammy Award winning. Now, okay, I got it off my chest, okay? That's how I feel, and there's a particular reason I feel that way, okay? And I'm sharing it with you guys, and I know it's vulgar. I said the F word. Oh my God, but whatever, man. I'm being real, okay? Yes, could I be more of a gentleman? Could I be more eloquent? Yes, I probably could, okay? But look, this is how I built my channel. People getting the real Mikey, the real feeling with no filters. So I'm going to continue giving you guys what you like, and just I don't have time to just do all the polish and make it all to try and bait a hook for you guys, which is all these damn YouTubers, they're casting a rod with bait on it, you know? Look at this, ooh, teasing this and teasing that, and this new thing, is this the best I've ever heard? And they've got all these words because they're baiting you. It's like this for you guys, you know? Click, 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 oh, let's see what the drama is, you know, and all this shit. So anyways, as you can tell, I've got a little resentment for the bullshit in the industry, okay? And I am bringing something that's different that will change things. But, you know, I'm going to go back to what the topic was, you know, and I've seen some videos, some channels where, you know, look at the guy's rooms, okay? Let me give you an example, and I hope I can set this right. Here's what a proper freaking room looks like for HiFi, okay? Yeah, I've got my little chair set over there, but that's just for the making of this video. But there's room in here, okay? There's room between the speakers. There's air behind the speakers. There's room behind the speakers. They can breathe where they are. There's bass traps in the corner. There's nothing in between these speakers, okay? And you see jokers with rooms with speakers jammed in the corner and gear all the way up to the front of the baffles. Some of it comes in front of the baffles, and these guys are trying to freaking review speakers and tell you what speakers are like, and you're like, look at your freaking room, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, it's not even set up properly, and you're trying to give people your damn opinion on freaking speakers, and your speakers are shoved into the freaking corners. You know, and you've got shit in between your speakers. What a joke of a room. Yes, I know. Yeah, Mikey's heated. You know, he's coming off the chain. Whatever, man. Okay, the bottom line is, I am passionate about this hobby. You guys are fed so much shit on YouTube and by these jokers that are self-proclaimed, oh, I worked in a recording studio. That doesn't mean shit you worked in a recording studio. Show me a Grammy award or a Grammy nomination, and then I will take you serious as a studio guy. Otherwise, you're just one of a bunch of people, millions of people that have worked in the studio, okay? Whatever. And what was I going to say? I know, oh man, there was something I was going to say about the mastering guy. I know a Grammy award winning mastering guy locally, and I was going to use, oh yes, this is what I was going to say. I went to a Grammy award winning mastering guy locally, and I listened to his rig. I brought a couple audio files with me, and we listened to the rig, and the rig sounded phenomenal, right? Okay, like really dialed in. The room is done by professional, and the setup is professionally done. He's got cello amplifiers. He's got Eggleston Works top of the line speakers that were specially made for him, and all this kind of stuff. Amazing sounding setup. But I sit and I listen, and I go, I could never listen to a rig like this. This would not make me happy. This is not home. This does not lay and project an image, a ghost image in the middle of the room with all this beautiful layering and all this different nuance that we look for in home audio. This is brass tacks bullets getting hammered by the music, hearing into it in an intricate, heavy manner that's like way too much for normal listening. Absolutely not relaxing. Absolutely fatiguing. Absolutely, I can't even understand how you guys sit in here all day and listen to shit like this loud and this intense up in my face. It's too much. But that is perfect for mastering, right? Because you want to hear every little teeny adjustment you do to EQ. You can hear it, right, in those mastering rigs. But it's not at all the same rig that you have in a home. Recording studio systems are completely different than home systems, and they do different things because they're used for different things, okay? What we do in the high-end audio is we have rigs that we use for relaxation and for just you know, relax and chill and get intimate with the music, but we don't want to analyze it, okay? At least not for the experience that I purvey. The experience that I sell. I'm a seller, okay? I make it clear right up front. I'm an audio dealer. I sell you stuff. I sell you these speakers. Everything that's in my audio system is brand new from the factory. That came in a sealed box, and I'm an authorized dealer for them, okay? It's not used stuff that I just turn over. It's not used crap that I modify and put different tweeters in and whatever to make it fit my weird room. So I wanted to make that point. I'm clear about what I do. Also, recording rigs, mastering rigs, Totally different. So if you know how to set up a recording studio, does not mean you know how to set up a normal hi-fi listening rig. They're two different things with two different purposes and two different sounds. Okay, so I wanted to make that clear. So when people tell you, I worked in a recording studio, ask them, did you ever get a Grammy? Were you ever nominated? What records is your name on? You know, is your name on any records? You know, if they talk about they did concerts, you can just blow them off. You're like totally unrelated. Has nothing to do with this industry. It's not even close. So another thing too that I wanted to point out is, we'll take an example. For instance, these speakers here. These speakers in their subwoofers in the back, I think they are 11-inch. They may even be, I think they're 11. They're like weird. They're not even 12s is what I'm getting at, okay? And they do more bass in a 20 by 20 room than you can freaking handle, okay? So typically for people jamming speakers in corners, they need to have big woofers because it's a way to cheat. It's like they're trying to cheat a shitty setup by putting big fat woofers in the room to overcome shitty acoustics, okay? When your design is on point, you get bass from smaller drivers because it's designed well. These are designed to couple together. They face each other, the ports face each other, they couple together, they send out a wave, a 360-degree wave of bass, and it's a brilliant design, okay? So design overcomes any sort of woofer size. So if you think, oh, I'm getting more for my money by getting a bigger woofer, that's stupid, foolish thought. That's like saying, you know, oh, I'm getting more watts for my money. You know, I should go to the swap meet and get that amplifier. It's 2,000 watts per channel. It's $149. You know, I mean, come on, man, wake up. You know, it's the same thing as saying, well, it's got 15-inch woofers, so it does bass. It's like, oh, really? Dude, I could put 15-inch woofers in a shit box and it would make bass. I can put 15-inch woofers in the back of my freaking Impala and it's going to make bass. I can put them in the trunk and it's going to make bass. So that's stupid. It doesn't mean shit. But is it going to be flubby bass, or is it going to be tight, accurate, realistic, tonally correct, really dialed in, refined, musical bass? Or is it just going to be some big, you know, droning whatever? So woofer size and speaker size does not trump a design element. Design trumps any sort of speaker size. Speaker size is silly to talk about driver size. It really is silly. So I just wanted to sort of point out these are some things that have been on my mind, and I wanted, I had to exorcise the demons and get them out. And yeah, it's a rant, and yeah, I use profanity and whatever. If you can't handle it, you got the doors right there. You know, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm just, look, man, you've got somebody that's real, that's being genuine with you, and hopefully you can value that I'm doing that, okay? That I even have the balls to do that. Because you know what? Many people are going to be like, oh, he's so, you know, and they may not like it, but I am not trying to please people, okay? I'm here trying to give you guys a real honest juxtaposition. A real way to like think of things differently in more of a realistic manner, because so much of this industry is sugar-coated bullshit, you know, yank jobs that it's like it just makes me totally frustrated. And then it when it boils over, I make a damn video, and then unfortunately you guys get the brunt of my frustration, you know. But at least it hopefully it causes you to think a little different and think a little more openly about what the common sayings are. So many people, oh, I worked in a recording studio, and people just go, really? And you just expect that the person did something. It's like, oh, really? My nephew has a recording studio in the basement, and he's 13 years old, and he makes some killer beats or whatever, you know? So anybody worked in a recording studio. It doesn't mean shit unless you really have done something, in which case you're going to be Grammy Award nominated or Grammy Award winning, even better. Those are the real guys. Those are the ones to really listen to, the ones that have won Grammy Awards. They have earned it, okay? So that is my rant for today. I know you guys love it when I do this, so I hope I delivered for you. But honestly, this is something that's been on my mind. I wanted to get it out. I needed to purge and talk to you all. So I hope you all have an awesome day. I'm going to be listening later. We got Dave in from California. We're going to talk to him after he listens to my rig because he's a real tough character. He's got a $500,000 rig at home, including TAD R1s, the biggest speakers. He's going to come in and listen to this rig and compare to his $500,000 rig, and we will see what he says afterwards. So everybody, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I appreciate it. And thanks for joining. See you.